Welcome back, Wolfpack Relics here, and this is a guide to make a fighting type secret base gem. So I already start off by making one, and I think that this looks pretty cool. So ideally, you would like to have ninja boys and black belts to decorate your base. And for my first idea, I was thinking very sparse, very reserved, very like mountain training camp kind of idea. That we have like these stone pillars and all these like wood logs and stuff. I think the fissure mats work out pretty well. The wooden table kind of adds to it. Kind of, if you keep a lot of brown themes, I think it kind of works out. You have the Makiwara over here and the Bapuyama over here. And I think all this is if you just press it, it asks you to like mash A. No, that's just for the this one. There we go. Best record. I know I can do better to beat my record. I know this isn't related to fighting, but you gotta bop it pretty hard. Yeah. Oh man, I don't think I'm actually hitting it hard. Yeah, that was terrible. Alright. Anyway, so yeah, I have fences. So I think the idea is like really wood themed, kind of mixing in the ideas. The trick door works out, and then Dad's scroll. I think that all comes together. And this is just a base idea. There are a couple other things I can do. So you're kind of seeing everything. I was thinking substitute doll works as well, kind of having these chairs. And it's just going to be utilizing the space to make it work. This is kind of more airy, I feel, to it. That, you know, guys are kind of sitting around, they're training and whatnot, and then you just kind of walk up, and I'm going to naturally be right here. And now that we've visualized some of the ideas that we can use to decorate the base, I'm just going through my thought process of this. Like I said, you want wood, you want earthy feel. Small desk is going to work out really well. I also feel that the rough desk has that half log, like you're breaking a log kind of feel, you know, breaking boards. And then same for, you know, log desk. That could work out. Not so much on the hard desk. I feel like that when you want to keep it that way, that just the hard chair works out. It has that lone stone kind of feel. I would like to have more than two, honestly, like maybe even 3 or 4 hard chairs, 3 or 4 log chairs. It really gives you that training, discipline kind of feel personally, and I think that that's kind of where we're at. Like I showed with the mat, really the fissure mat is going to be the best. It just kind of covers a lot on that power, punching, breaking kind of feel. Yeah, I don't really feel it too much on the green mat as well. When we look at plants, maybe the elegant bonsai, depending if you're going for like really classy dojo kind of feel, more elegance than form right there. And then if we look down, you know, fence has that kind of wood training kind of feel. Maybe even making a fence area like blocking off the work area. That could maybe be a little interesting. And when we look at the other things, there's not too much. Solid board works out. It's going to be about the Makiwara, the Bapuyama, and even then we also have the standing stone. I think that has some potential, and that's kind of it for that. For wall art, we have Dad's scroll, as we kind of showed. With dolls, really only the substitute doll. Cushions, there's not really much on the cushions. You can maybe use a Pokeball doll. And yeah, that's they don't really have any of the other types, which is kind of unfortunate. Not really too much on the appliances. And then for tricks, you can maybe do some of the mats, like a jump mat, like exercise level, some pitfalls, some spin panels, and all things like that. But mostly it's also going to be from that breakable door. You know, you can set up tricks around that, and it can work out really well. And those are really the only items you have for fighting, but it actually still has a really solid theme, even with the sparsity of the items. And here's my idea with the fences, that you just kind of fence off a separate area, like you'd maybe set up a couple more main things over here. This is more of an exhibition area, that you have like sand statues, the Makiwara, the Bapuyama, just some kind of random things to make it feel good. Also, I like the idea of the boards and like little corridors. If you have a straight corridor, gives that wood texture feel, makes the floor feel like you're in a training area, and it's just something else that you can take in consideration to incorporate into your fighting type secret base design. And for some other places, I was thinking around Meteor Falls or Route 114. You know, you're up in the mountains, you're training. The same could work for the desert as well. So let's go in and we'll turn this base into something special. I think that this is another good area. You know, I'm feeling dojo kind of theme is what I'm going for with a fighting gym. For this area, I think I came up with something nice. So I also was able to incorporate the large stone with this one. And I think it does look pretty cool. That, you know, very open, very square, dojo kind of feel. Just kind of did the same idea, that I wanted to spread out the fissure mats, kind of have it look interesting. Let's, you know, we got the Bapuyama over here in the center. And then we just kind of have a lot of really well-placed things. I feel that, you know, it doesn't have to be symmetrical. Everything got to be spaced out, and then you can get a really good feel from it. That I have myself as the gym leader right here. Well, actually, right here, right under the scroll. And I think that it has a good amount of just really solid feel. And I think that's really all I could come up with for fighting type gym. That it doesn't have the most amount of support. And really what you see right here is about everything that you're going to use with it. Now you can incorporate some warp panels or tiles like that, and it can probably still work out really well, but for this, I think this is kind of the concept that you want to go for. So if you guys enjoyed this video, that's how you make a fighting gym in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for your secret base.